The extremely complicated redstone contraption that you see behind me was created by an idiot doing redstone, so you should have no trouble making this, even if you're not a redstone professional. That said, if you are a redstone professional, please don't watch this video because it's embarrassing. Also, before I start, I just want to mention that this is snapshot 19W42A, the latest snapshot as of this recording. So if the honey block has changed by the 1.15 update, then I will release another video when that update comes out of how to fix this contraption so that it works in 1.15. So let's say you need to move a villager across a distance, maybe over lava or something dangerous, or you just don't want to use minecarts because they're boring and everybody uses minecarts. We can now use flying machines in really cool ways because something on a honey block will not fall off of it as it's moving. Previously we couldn't do this with slime blocks, so this honey block is really revolutionizing flying machines. With this design, just putting the villager standing on top isn't great because while he can't be pushed off by the slime blocks or the honey blocks, he might wander off because villagers aren't the brightest. So we're just gonna put him in a boat. So we have our villager in a boat and we just wanna transport him a long distance. We can use this to transport him. We can just summon a flying machine to push this little honey platform. And there we go. The boat kind of does this weird dancing thing, but my guess is that's just a bug. It's probably going to be patched, and he never falls off. I've tested this many times, and he always stays on top of it. So you can just transport him across the distance and then... Oops. Broke it already. Just push him off toward the honey blocks, preferably so that he'll fall slowly or not. Although they will take less damage on honey blocks from fall damage as well. So these are actually really useful blocks. Now if you're wondering about minecarts, because you like to transport your villagers in minecarts, yes, this also works for minecarts. There he is, just sitting on top, and we can summon another flying machine to move him farther along. It does the same kind of dancey, weird thing that the boat did, but he never falls off. And then you can just push him off to get to the other side. Now one thing to consider if you do use minecarts is entities in minecarts still take fall damage, so you might want to consider pushing them into water or something if you use the minecarts. And one of the good reasons you would want to do this is if you have like two cool buildings and you want to transport a villager or really any entity between them, but you don't want an ugly minecart trail just walking back and forth. So this way you can do this and have it all relatively concealed inside the building. And yeah, and then you can just send it back. Hope for the next one. So the way this works is there is the note block here and the observer detecting it. So when we update the note block, it'll fly over and make sure it's still closed off. So that the observer detects that, powers the piston. This observer detects a change and powers that piston, and then it just flies. And then based off of which note block you trigger, it flies in the opposite direction. So if I trigger this one, it's going to go that way. So yes, you can just click on them, or you can do it relatively remotely with a redstone signal. I just have a little button set up here, and then I call it over and it'll push me along. So that's how it works. Let's get into how to build it. And as you can see, you can make a pretty complicated network of flying machines to transport your platform back around or to different places if you have 3 different trading halls that you need villagers in. I don't know. They're your villagers. So the original design for this flying machine was created by Sethbling. I'll put a link to the video in the description. He has a slime block machine because it's for 1.13, I think. And yeah, you can choose which direction you go and you can make it stop or start back up. I've gone for a different approach and basically torn most of it apart to just do something like this. So just put 2 slime blocks, sticky piston facing this way, and then 2 slime blocks off of that, and then a piston facing this way. And then note blocks there and there, there and there. Make sure that the observers are facing into the slime block, and that's it. If I just that is the flying machine. And yeah, I'll just move like this. Oh, that is another interesting thing to do if you put your, or interesting thing to note, if you put your obsidian block in the wrong place, it'll end kind of strangely and you'll have to push the wrong thing. But this is completely functioning and just put it back and forth now, as much as I want. Another thing I should say is don't try to stop it or do something like that in the middle of while it's moving, or it'll all glue itself together and stop working. Wait for it to come all the way to the end, and then you can send it back the other way. One minor inconvenience with this design. So then I add I use a honeycomb block because it's a new block and I like it. Any block can go here except for a honey block or a slime. Actually, I guess it's, no, not a slime block, because honey blocks and slime blocks don't stick anymore. Which, I don't know, I kind of wish that they did still. I was not the majority vote on that one, but no saving it now. So then from here we'll just build a little platform like so. Just 6 honey blocks, 5 making a plus sign and 1 underneath. So this is the one that we will stop. We'll stop it with like a obsidian thing, just so that the whole contraption will come to an end right there. Send that back. And so yeah, that's the whole platform thing. So from here you can put any kind of system for putting villagers on that you want. I like to use boats, and I've discovered this interesting way of picking up villagers with boats, kind of like along the same lines as the minecart thing, but using ice and water and a boat. And there he is on top of it, and then I can just all over a flying machine to push him along. So also for the button, obviously I have the button to just summon the next flying machine, and then I send this one back manually. You could have the button summon both of them. You could have it on a time system so that it comes over, stops, and then goes back, and then this one comes and pushes the next one along. And this, let's see. So from here, let's say we wanted to go that direction. So we'll just have to come out this way and build a little obsidian thing. You only need 1 obsidian to stop it, but obviously if you put it in the wrong place, it kind of does weird things. Then you just build another flying machine, like right here. go. And then, yeah, so you can have it only be 1 block difference, although, no wait, 2 block difference. Forgot, because they will collide with each other. If it's any closer, or I guess, depending on which direction you build it, it could collide with itself, or with the other flying machine. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, so yeah, now I can push it along this way, and now it's going to go on forever because I forgot to put an obsidian block out there to stop it. So this obviously transports villagers horizontally. I haven't done a lot of research into vertical flying machines. I imagine it wouldn't be too difficult to find something to transport them vertically. I don't know. If you want to see me look into that and do a video on that, then leave a like. And if we get 12 likes, then I will do a tutorial on vertical flying machines too, if I can figure out how to get them to work. I'm pretty new to flying machines. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and I'll see y'all in the next video. God bless.